Everybody, ba-da, rock your body, ba-da. Everybody, rock your body, right? Because now you're walking with Brian. That's right. You're rocking with Brian. That's right. Although, don't know if I'm going to have rock songs today. And I'm also quite caffeinated. I had a little bit extra coffee and not quite enough sleep, which makes me jittery. But no, seriously, I'll try and keep my phone fairly steady. I think I'm going to do kind of a quick one today. I don't necessarily know if I have a lot of patience and kind of want to maybe towards the end of my walk, I may actually go running, and that's not a good recipe for, walking with Brian, because it's not running with Brian, and they'd be like, blah, blah, you won't be able to follow anything. So anyway, let's try and mellow myself out. But before we do, let's just maybe give in a little bit to the caffeine. Maybe I'll sing a song about coffee. Definitely have a couple parodies that involve coffee. I'm not getting into those right now, doing with original songs. But all right, let's try and deal with the song that kind of tangentially has to do with coffee. I'm gonna try and make up something right now. Gonna rock with you. All right. Let's come up with something right now. Again, off the top of my head. Every morning when I go downtown, I take a look, I look around. Everybody seems to be drinking their coffee with me. Yeah. I hold it in my hands and then I take a sip, and then I'm going down on a caffeine trip. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling right, feeling like a season night. Everybody wants to tell me there's something I need, more caffeine. Get adrenaline in my veins, thinking I need more caffeine, more caffeine. Surging through me, yeah. I can feel it in my veins and lungs. I can taste it on the tip of my tongue. And the milk and cream feels so good, but the coffee is doing what I think it should. It boosts me up when I'm down, picks me up and rises me off the ground. I was tired, but now I'm not, 'cause now I'm wired and it's burning hot. I need more caffeine. Gotta feel it inside of me. I need more caffeine. Can't you see? Yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going with that, but I needed to get something out. So, yeah, there we go. Let's take a moment. Take a deep breath. Just because you're walking with Brian doesn't mean I have to be walking the whole time. There's a nice stream. It's a little bit low despite getting a decent amount of rain yesterday. We've actually, even though it's been seemingly raining, apparently not as much as it should be. The grass is actually a little bit dry. They keep promising us thunderstorms and not getting enough thunder and lightning. We get some torrential bursts of rain and a little rumble here and there, but I love lightning. That's right. We're going to, I don't know if I've done this one with you before, but I don't know if I want to sing about rain right now when it's nice and bright and sunny. I have a couple different songs. Oh, this one, I don't think, I promise, I really can't remember what I've done and what I did, already. But, well, I'll make up a song right now that kind of tangentially has to do with, like, thunder and lightning. How about that? Even though I already have a few songs to deal with. So. I look up in the sky, I wonder why there's a great ball flashing. I hear the rumble passing by. It's undecided. I know, and I know it's not far away. Before it will pause. Before it will pause. Yes, it's coming down. It's coming down. And I can't see a mile around because the rain is fogging up the glass. Why don't you ask? Why don't you ask? Why don't you ask? Oh no, I want it more. I want it more. More. I want some more. Just like the rain pour. So, that's not going to cut it. But what I'm actually trying to look at recently, in addition to, I have so many songs that I want to get out there and so many recent ideas and stuff over the last 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. But I recently came across, I mean, I knew they existed. I recently came across a bunch of, cassette tapes. Hopefully most of you know what they are. That's what we used to record stuff when I was a kid. We didn't have, cell phones or really any major digital recorders. So we recorded things on cassette. And I had this little tape recorder that I used, and I used to make up songs. And again, a lot of these are when I'm like 5, 6, 7 years old. So, it's a lot of, nonsense words and scatting, whatever. But I've also was even back then, I was fairly decent at coming up with some things and some decent tunes. And my dad is actually digitizing them for me now. So I'm going to be able to start listening to them and going through them. And maybe I'll be able to find something of interest to be able to turn into something, give an idea. My dad said he's listened to 2 tapes already. I believe there's 8 in total, although some of them have other songs that I recorded from other tapes. If you're like 16, you may have like, what is he talking about? But anyway, so the whole different way of copying music 20, 30 years ago. But anyway, so there was one song, I haven't heard how it goes yet, but it was called Rock and Roll Spaghetti, so it's pretty funny. I definitely was a very weird kid, but I had a lot of cool ideas, and of course I was imbued with music. With my dad, I started doing like DJ tapes with him as early as the age of 3. I still have those on cassette. I'd like to get those digitized. It's pretty cool. Again, just helping him, call out the years and names of songs, and it's like, all right, here we have Taste of Honey by Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass, or something like that. I mean, obviously I didn't have quite that delivery when I was 3, but I did a few DJ tapes with him. I helped him make a lot of tapes, and then eventually CDs, throughout my childhood. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna do one of the ones that I do remember. This is one that I do have on my album that's out, and we're kind of try and get out of the rock mode into something much more soft. A lot of my first album has a lot more beautiful love type songs, although I do have quite a wide variety. That's certainly not that many. I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like a quarter, third of my songs deal with like love and relationships. It's hard to know exactly, or about a third. A lot of my softer ones are just easier to play, so a lot of those ended up on my first album. There'll be some on my second, which still hoping to get out later this year. We'll see what happens. Not making as much progress, so it's actually quite tedious because I'm also trying to get all the sheet music out. I don't know, I'm trying to get better playing right hand and all the different components, so putting a little more effort into it than my previous album, and starting a new job soon, which is not music related. So we'll see, but I'm going to definitely try and make a push, if not, hopefully early 2023 which is pretty scary because I don't know what happened to 2021. And the year's going by so fast. But anyway, so here's a song called Castle in the Sky. Waiting for the cars to pass by. All right. Our love is genuine. I got your love and you got mine. A romantic dinner with a bottle of wine. Then I'll take you away, far away to cloud nine. We will dance all night, do anything we try. I'll sweep you off your feet, up to my castle in the sky. We'll be above the clouds. I'll look into your eyes, and you'll be there with me in my castle in the sky. Our hearts will be together. You know our love will never fade. Just look in my eyes and tell me I'm yours forever. I'll be by your side and never be afraid. We will dance all night, do anything we try. I'll sweep you off your feet, up to my castle in the sky. We'll be above the clouds. I'll look into your eyes, and then you'll be there with me in my castle in the sky. Yeah, I definitely probably sang that in too high of a key. I mean, I feel like that's actually the song it's the key that it's meant to be sung in, but it's not so easy for me. I mean, I think I did a fairly decent job of it, but probably a more precise voice, maybe even a woman's voice, I don't know, would be able to do it better. You know, if you want to take a listen, my album, my amateur album, I have no professional songs really out there yet, but my album, Brian Wartell, so self-titled album, it's available on most platforms, including Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. Even I saw it on this weird French site the other day. Anyway, so who knows? It's actually pretty cool. I even have 2 songs on Shazam, which is pretty cool. I don't remember which 2. I was actually quite surprised, but which 2 they were, but I can't remember. I think one of them might have been Too Far, which is pretty cool, maybe because it has like a very unique intro. But it's pretty cool that I actually have 2 songs on Shazam. Anyway, so thank you whoever entered that. Alright, and then related to that last song that I did is another song I wrote similar time. This one I haven't recorded yet. But it's kind of an idea about, you know, being free, and also has to do with, like, you know, clouds and majestic soaring and whatever, although it's less about love and more about, you know, being, you know, just kind of like free and just like lifting the burden off your shoulders and just like soaring through the air. It's called 80 Miles High. I don't know if I unwittingly realized the song by the Byrds or the Yardbirds called 8 Miles High, which is a famous classic rock staple. It's very possible that I did know that in the back of my head with all the music that my dad supplied me with, so I may have had that in mind. It's in no way referencing any kind of drug use. It's literally just being like super high above the earth and just being elevated, like you're just not even in this world. You're just like so high on life, not on drugs, high on life, and it's just going really well. Not sure how much of the song I actually remember, but I definitely remember the chorus. I'm going 80 miles high. I'm soaring 80 miles high. I'm going off into the sunset, and I don't know how or why. 80 miles high. Amazing love, amazing. I actually, believe it or not, it's been so long since I've done it, I've actually forgot it. But I think the way it songs is, the way it ends, I can't talk. The way the song ends is, there is hope, there's a future, there's nothing like the wind beneath your wings. And I'll sing the chorus again for you. I'm going 80 miles high. I'm soaring 80 miles high. I'm going off into the sunset, and I don't know how or why. 80 miles high. And I think there was a part where I have an expanded chorus, but I don't remember right now. And now there's a lot of trucks, and I think I'm going to have to call it quits. But anyway, thank you for walking with Brian.